Hey, it's Tony talking CarBiz. Look what I found. Brand new 2020 Toyota Corolla SE Edition. Man, this is a great looking car. In this video, I'm going to walk around this SE Edition and show you the features that make an SE an SE. So let's jump into the back real quick and I'll show you some of those features right now. So SE comes with the red SE badging. Of course, the Corolla and the Toyota badging is chrome. The SE Edition comes with the painted rear spoiler you see right here, standard. And then we do have the colored to match shark fin antenna on the SE Edition. Also, down on the bottom, we have this mesh gunmetal gray painted applique here, and that's also on the front grille. So I'll show you that when we get up front. Here's our look at our exhaust tips. So those are dual chrome exhaust tips. It is not a dual exhaust system. You can see under there it's one exhaust system, two exhaust tips. And then we also have this lower painted valance right here, and this is for aerodynamics as well. So they spent a lot of time with this vehicle in the wind tunnel to make it quieter and more fuel efficient. We also have on our rear tail lenses, these are an LED tail lens, standard on the SE Edition. And then here's another one of those wind foils that I'll show you up front and on the mirrors here and down on the bottom there. So a lot of different nuances that I'll point out as we go around the car. Diving in on your tire and wheel package, these are an 18-inch cast aluminum wheel. It's more of a GT or a Grand Touring type of tire on there. The wheels themselves are painted gunmetal gray here, which is similar to what we're going to look at on the lower, but it's also brushed aluminum. So 18-inch wheel, super great wheel, and the tire is a P225 40R 18. Not going to get a lot of tire wear out of that, but you will get pretty darn good handling. Now the door handles on the SE are colored to match. And then on the lower part of the rocker panels, we do pick up on this gunmetal gray rocker panel applique. Looks really awesome. The same color as you'd see in the wheels and also in the grille. On your rear view mirrors, these mirrors are painted color to match. You can see we have a blinker in the mirror. These are collapsible mirrors that way and this way. And then they also are heated, and they do have blind spot monitoring as well. Here's another one of those little air fins that they're using to get better fuel economy and reduced wind noise. Let's go ahead and take a look at the brake setup. The SE does have four-wheel disc brakes all the way around, twin piston calipers, and of course the anti-lock brake system, standard on all Toyotas. Moving around to the front, there's a good look at an aggressive front grille. We'll dive in and take a closer look here. Taking a look at the headlights. So these are LED headlights and LED marker lights, and we do have J-curved LED lights as well, and then down here is your LED marker lamp as well. Now the grille, similar to what we saw up front, similar to what we saw on the back, is a mesh grille. The back was more like this, where it doesn't have holes, and then up front it's opened up for cooling on the grille, or for the radiator as well. And then you'll see the lower air dam is painted the same as the upper, and here's some more of those airfoils that they've integrated into it for reduced wind resistance and wind noise. You can see this wraps all the way around, so a really nice stylish front end. Now if you look on the SE, it's kind of got this panel here, this night rider panel, that does not light up, but there's sensors in there that work as part of the safety sense system, the lane departure system, pedestrian detection, and then up in the back of the mirror, right up there, is a sensor for the pedestrian detection and also road sign detection. Take a quick look at those tires. You can see they're a very aggressive tread and a low profile as well. So a really, really great sport setup on the SE Edition. Let's go ahead and jump in the front seat and I'll show you some of the SE features from the driver's perspective. Okay, let's stop on the driver's door first. Power windows all the way around, but they're all automatic down and automatic up. A brushed aluminum door handle and a nice brushed aluminum piece of trim here. And then we begin to see the blue contrast stitching, which is part of the SE package. I want to take a quick look at the SE seats. So the SE does not come with a power driver's seat, but the seat does have a height adjustment, has a recliner, and of course you can move it back and forth. It's a unique sport cloth interior. I love cloth interior on a sports car. Holds you in your place when you're taking corners at high speeds. And then you see we've got the blue stitching in the seats, and the center inserts are really interesting because it kind of has like a perforated look, but it's a silver type of finish, so really upscale. And then of course we do have the blue racing stripe right here, and the headrests are adjustable up and down, as well as your seat belts. So when you're zooming around town, these seats are going to hold you in your place as you'd want them to. Let's jump in the seat. Stop. Okay, so here behind the steering wheel, this is a leather wrapped steering wheel, very comfortable. It's got some nice thumb rest on here and smaller in diameter, so it makes driving at high speeds and cornering really awesome. Brushed aluminum trim all the way through here, and then we've got our standard controls for all your Toyota's information center, Bluetooth connectivity, voice activation, cruise control, modes for your sound system, and then some of your safety sense on and off switches as well. But I want to show you really what's unique to the SE, and that's this instrument cluster. So you can see it's a white on black cluster with mechanical needles, so it looks really great. And then we've got an information center over on this side. Tells me right now I've got 2 doors open on the driver's side, and it also shows me that one of my passengers has their seatbelt on, the other 2 do not. The SE Edition does come with the push button start because it comes with the smart key system. Our sound system is the 8-inch touchscreen, and that does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on there. And then you'll also see a nice piano black surround and more of that brushed aluminum finish. Kind of goes all the way over into the mirrors and down into the passenger door. We do have automatic temperature control, although it's just on the driver's side, so you don't have individual temperature control. But we do have rear window defrost with those heated outside mirrors I talked about earlier. Now, one of the things about this one is that it is a 6-speed manual transmission, and Toyota hasn't offered that in a Corolla for some time, but I love it. It's super fun to drive for sure. Come on in, take it for a ride, you'll see what I mean. The center console does have the piano black trim with more of that brushed aluminum effect, so very upscale style. Looks great for sure. It's a nice driver's cockpit, no doubt about it. Wanted to point out the center console with the armrest, again with the blue stitching, and it's quite large when you open it up. There's actually 2 power ports in there, and let me see if I can get some light on there. There you go. 12-volt power port, 2.1 amp USB port, so a couple places there to plug in your electronic stuff. And then there's an additional USB power port down here and your glove box. One of the things that's unusual about the SE with that contrast stitching, the blue, is on some of the other Toyota models they actually bring it up into the dashboard. So I would have liked to see this stitching the same color blue as on the door. I think that would have finished off the interior quite nicely. And then I want to mention that it does have the power sliding moonroof with the tilt feature, and that does open up all the way. And then it also has a manual visor if you want to turn that off and get the sun off of your bald head like me. So that's a quick look at the 2020 Toyota Corolla SE Edition. Thanks for watching.